Wait, you're gonna drive? Well, in that case, I thought it was all like blue, like special effects. Okay, first question is, where are you from, and did you move to Utah or native? And to answer that question, I am originally from Utah. Grew up, born and raised, have only lived here in Utah my whole life. I grew up in the Holiday area, then moved out to Sandy, and the test results are still out whether I'm an actual, you know, Duckworth or not, but...
Right. I would have thought you were from Utah.
Wouldn't have thought I was from Utah?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the first time I've heard that.
You know the inbred, I know.
From like Tennessee or something? Is it the accent I have?
Yeah.
Well, I say, how do you say mountains?
I say.
No. Yeah, you sound like you're from Utah. Okay, next question. How did you get into triathlons? Okay, so after I played football in high school, and after high school I got fat, kind of like I am now. And so I had to do something to kind of keep myself motivated, and I started running. And when you start running, like I could barely run like 100 feet without dying, right? Because you're going all out, and I had like a 10-year-old pair of shoes, and so I just hated running. It just hurt. And so I signed up for a 5K. This is kind of a close story for you, but I sponsored a 5K for my work, and I went to school with this kid, and his dad was dying from ALS, and so and so I sponsored this race. They had like a fundraiser for his dad, or they're raising funds for ALS. And so I sponsored this race, and I had a goal to complete this 5K. And his dad was a big runner. He'd run Boston multiple times, and so I trained. That's what motivated me, was this race. I wanted to finish it. I had my brother signed up. He was friends with the guy, and my mom had signed up, and so it was kind of a family affair. And so I trained. Like, I went out a couple times a week, and I ran a mile or two, and walked most of it. And come race day, I finished the race in about 32 minutes, I think. And it was just really cool, that we raised money. There's a ton of people there supporting the guy. He ended up passing away from ALS, but I always look back on that experience of, it really got me into working out and triathlon, because although I hated running, I really enjoyed the working out aspect of things. And so my oldest brother was doing triathlons, and I never thought I would ever do them. And I just, signed up for the local triathlon class at Lifetime Fitness and started to train for one. And I met a ton of cool people through triathlon, and it was just a really social, outlet for me. And I loved doing it, and I found a passion for it. So that's how I got into it.
Wow.
But it was because of ALS that I started to work out. What was your most memorable triathlon, and why? That's, I'd say that the biggest, the most memorable moment in my triathlon career was crossing the finish line at Ironman Kona World Championships in Hawaii. By far one of the best finishes in the world. It's just so much energy, but it probably wasn't my favorite race. I would have to say, some of my favorite races are the New York Marathon is awesome, and I really enjoyed Ironman Tahoe when it was around. It was a great experience, really hard course, just beautiful area, and so I really liked those ones. And of course, Ironman St. George. I always loved Ironman St. George. It's such a great venue and so forth. So why Ironman? I don't know. Ironman World Championship was probably one of those greatest moments, just because of the, it's the Super Bowl of triathlon, right? And I sacrificed so much to get to that finish line that it was just kind of everything coming together. And it was, even though I got like 150th place in my age group, it was still, just a really awesome experience. So, would you rather have fingernails that grew an inch every 24 hours or only be able to consume liquids? God, like right now, because of my weight, I'd probably rather only consume liquids and help me lose some weight. But if this was like the rest of my life, your fingernails grew an inch every 24 hours?
Yeah. I mean, you can cut them.
Cut them, yeah, but you'd have to do it every day.
Oh, twice. Yeah.
Twice? Yeah, I guess you're right. Because it wouldn't just like happen overnight, right?
Yeah.
Such a hard question. I don't know. Let's just go with consume liquids. Because you could make a steak liquid. Next question. What do you do for a living? Wow, that's a good question. Like my day job, or like where I really make my money?
All of it.
All of it?
Everything.
Well, have you heard of OnlyFans?
No.
No? Well, you're in for a surprise. Just joking. I'm a farmer's insurance agent. I sell insurance. I'm a boring insurance guy. I do have other jobs. I herd cats with the Salt Lake Tri Club, and we put on camps. I do coaching, triathlon coaching. Those are just all kind of my hobby business, because I have a passion and I really love helping people. It says you consider yourself a pickleball expert. Will you show me how to play?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I will show you how to play. Let's go. Let's them up. Get down.
Beat on the front, beat on the front,
Stretch.
beat on the front, with
stretch
the baseball bat, oh yeah,
Okay, get ready,
oh
Kyle.
yeah, oh,
Come down. You ready?
oh yeah, oh yeah, oh.
Come on! Go for it! Oh!
What can you do? What can you do? With a run like that, toes on your bum, what can you lose? What can you do? What can you do? With a run like that, toes on your bum,
playing or what?
can you lose?
I don't think pickleball's for you, buddy. Well, Kyle, I hope you learned your lesson today. Tonight.
Yeah. And then,
When you mess with fire, you'll get burned. And today you messed with Rory Duckworth, pickleball champion.